Hi, my name's Mark, one of the pastors here at Trillium. Last week I got a chance to go to Sound of Music at Stratford Festival. And I'm a big fan of the movie. I mean, I suppose who isn't really, but it's an amazing movie. The play was wonderful too. Every time I watch Sound of Music, I cry. There's something really powerful in the story. And one of my favorite scenes is when Captain Von Trapp hears his children singing to the Baroness, and he goes in and he's sort of watching from the doorway his children singing, and he starts singing along with them, and you could see his total mood change. And then he goes into the room and sings with them, and at the very end of the song, there's this reconciliation of family, and it's wondrous when a father finally wakes up to his children. I mean, the root of the story is two very lonely families, broken families in a sense. The Von Trapp family, the captain's lost his wife. He's in deep mourning at the beginning of the movie. And there's the children. They've lost their mother, but they've also lost their father because in his own grief, he's exiled them from his heart. And then there's Maria Rayner. She's at the convent, at the Abbey, looking for a new family because we find out in the stage play, at least, that her parents have died. We don't know how long ago, but they're dead. And she's looking for a new family. And you can see the family aura at the convent. There's Mother Superior, there are sister nuns. The only problem is that Maria doesn't really fit in there. And the dilemma is, where is she going to find a place to hold her love in life? You know, she sent out Maria to be a governess of the Von Trapp family, and she comes into contact with a different kind of love, children especially, but also romance. And she flees back to the nunnery when she experiences that connection with Captain Von Trapp. She wants to be a part of the nunnery, but the climax of the movie, in my thinking, comes at that moment when the mother abbess of all people forces her to go back to the Von Trapp home. And she sings this wonderful song called Climb Every Mountain. And it has these wonderful words, a dream that will need all the love you can give every day of your life for as long as you live. That's where you belong, Maria. If it's in the nunnery, great. But if it's back with the Von Trapp family, that's where you need to be. Or if it's not there, it's somewhere else waiting for you. You know, one of the troubles we get into life is we put our love in the wrong place. We take the wrong dream in life. We hold on to it, or we attach ourselves to the wrong place to put love for us. And it never gets a chance to express itself in its fullness. I mean, there's Paul. He's a Pharisee. He's been persecuting the church. He's walking with a few people up to Damascus to bring even further burden and pressure on the early church. And he's confronted by this light, and it knocks him to the ground. And the voice says, "Why are you persecuting me?" And Paul says, "Who are you?" And the voice says, "I'm Jesus, the one you persecute." Now, we've learned in A Course in Miracles in the Bible that God's communication with us is very specific. We looked at the fourth principle of miracles. All miracles mean life, and God is the giver of life. His voice will direct you very specifically. You will be told all you need to know. And so often the flesh in us is so loud, it's blaring so loud that we can't hear the voice of God. Yet the backstory of The Sound of Music is Maria wants to do God's will in life. God, I'll follow your will, but just tell me what it is. But to do that, sometimes you have to climb these great mountains. You have to go courageously out into life to find the Word of God for yourself. That's what Paul does. I can even hear the mother abbess singing the song for him to climb every mountain and to find that love, that dream that will hold the totality of his love in life. He found it. Maria found it. Captain Von Trapp found it. It doesn't always come in romance, you know. It did for Maria and Captain Von Trapp, but those nuns are in the nunnery because that's where their love is meant to find its fulfillment. That's the dream for them. What's the dream of love for you this day? Where do you need to park your love in life? What do you need to hand your life over to allow love to flow through its fullness? God's speaking specifically to you. The communication is direct. God is telling you everything you need to know. We just need to dial down the noise of our flesh and listen.